Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are going to be reading your unpopular opinions. Let's go ahead and get right into it. We are going to be training my wonderful, crusty, retired Andalusian horse, and I also have my wonderful chicken with me.
Oh.
This is actually quite ironic considering I am riding a crusty horse, but it's from Iris Water Sister and it says, I actually really don't like the crusties. I only own one and I never use it. They are a bit scary to look at. It's totally okay if you don't like the old horses. The new ones are absolutely phenomenal. So when you look at this one, you're like, what in the world happened? I am just very nostalgic and sentimental. I do love my old horses, but I can totally understand how you might not like them. The next one says, I hate the main story quests so much. Oh no! I have mixed emotions about the story quests. I've said this before. The sheer amount of time that went by between the quests coming out caused it to feel really disconnected. When this horse hits an object, it just flies. Anyways, I definitely don't hate this story quest, and I'm honestly excited to see what they do with it next since they're trying to start a new chapter. Hopefully they turn out good. The next one says, these are probably popular opinions, but the bazaar should be more often, and Double Star Coin Week should also mean Double Star Coins weekly for star riders during that time. That is such a great idea. Oh, goodness gracious. Knowing Star Stable, I pretty much know that they would rather release redeem codes less frequently than adding extra star coins onto the allowance. I think that is going to be something that would take a lot of convincing. The next one says, I love the trot on the Hanoverians. Me too. I love their trot. It is so bouncy. I don't know how to explain it, but I really like it. It's so adorable. This is so random, but I randomly remembered that you could change the UI scaling. I lowered it to make it small during these types of videos because I feel like it's less distracting. I don't know. Unpopular opinion, pineapple on pizza. That is quite the combo. I don't know. I have had it once before. It's just really weird. Pizza is such a savory food in my mind. I can tolerate it, but I would never order it myself. I don't even like pineapple very much on its own just because it's so sweet. The next one is from Zoe and it says, I like to do reputation on Star Stable. It is fun and keeps you busy. I totally agree. Let's be real, it is kind of one of the only things to do in this game right now when there's not an event going on. I have a shared moment. Those make me so excited. Oh, hello. Oh, I need to start the race. There we go. The next one is from Druid Northfield and it says, I love the Marwaris in-game. I remember so vividly when they came out. I believe it was at some point during 2020. They just somehow disappeared. The gates and animations are really nice too, especially for during that time. Wait a second, they updated the jump standards. Whoa, they look so good. Moving on to the next one. Hi Isabel, one of my unpopular opinions would have to be that Raising Cane's is absolutely disgusting. It's way too greasy, way too overhyped, and the sauce is horrible. I don't know, maybe I just haven't gone to a good place, but I hate it. Thank you for reading. I love your vids so much. First of all, thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoy my videos. I'm gonna fail the race. Okay. I have never had Raising Cane's, but basically for those of you who may not know what it is a fast food chain. I think they're most well known for their chicken fingers maybe and their sauce. I am not a condiment person. I usually prefer no sauce. I pretty much know I would probably not like the sauce. I've heard a lot of great things about it and I know a lot of people really like it. Maybe I should try it sometime. Speak your truth about Raising Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Oh no, I think I'm gonna fail this. Oh my goodness, I did not realize I was turning off the cliff. I was trying to read off my phone. The next one says, the Saddlebreds and Tennessee Walkers are extremely overrated and ugly. I think the Tennessee Walkers in particular are quite beautiful, but they're just not my breed of choice. Out of the other ones that we have, I think it's just down to personal preference. All the horses in this game are pretty majestic, except for a select few. The next one is from Rose Almond Peak, and it says, no horse or pony needs spurs. I've heard a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different viewpoints, but I think it's safe to say that whatever works best for your horse and where your horse is happiest and healthiest at is what you should be doing. The next one says, the Dark Riders are way more interesting than the Soul Riders. As much as I do love the Soul Riders, I definitely think the Dark Riders are very interesting characters, and their character designs are all really unique. Just ignore me trampling through the jumps. Unpopular opinion, but the next one says, my unpopular opinion is that I think it's okay to not like kids. And I don't mean it in the sense that you go out of your way to make a baby cry every chance you get. But I personally think it's okay to not want to be around children or find them annoying. As long as you're not going around telling people you hate children, it's fine. I do not know why that made me laugh so hard. I'm genuinely fighting tears right now. I am 100% with you there. I helped out at a few summer camps in the past, of equestrian summer camps and just regular ones, and every time it is an absolute nightmare for me. I don't know if I just got a bunch of children who enjoy torturing me. I agree though. I wouldn't ever open a conversation with I hate children. The next one says 𝑰𝒏 is ugly. I feel like the Star Stable community is very divided on this one. People either really love 𝑰𝒏 or they really despise 𝑰𝒏. I don't know that I would say that he's necessarily ugly. He just really scares me. Isn't he kind of evil or something? I can't remember the story quests, but I don't think he's very friendly either. The next one is mixing medals, clubs, or team outfits. Oh, I'm assuming this means, for example, if you had a saddle with gold medal on it and then a bridle with silver, that would bother me a lot. I like things to match, but I could see how you could pull it together if you maybe had some other gold and silver accents in other parts of the outfit. The next one says, I think for the Western Festival, they have added way too many wolves. I think they need to limit the number of wolves, and when I get close to one, they don't come after me. But if I'm far away, they come and get me. I just don't like the wolves. Me neither. And I get what you mean about the proximity, because it feels like they only attack you when they're really close up to you. It's near impossible to get rid of the wolf without running a mile away from where you're supposed to be to get the gold, unless you have a beast repellent. And there is apparently a glitch where if you step in the poo with your dismounted character, that the wolves will not chase you, but that only works from really far away. It jump scares me every time and is so annoying. I'm just trying to get my gold and move on with my day. The next one says Wingstop is overrated. This is really unfortunate because I have also never had Wingstop. I have no idea about anything that has to do with this restaurant. I believe it's also a fast food chain, and of course, I believe they're known for their chicken wings. The next one says, I like eating ranch on bread, just bread. I mean, this is a safe space. That is definitely unique. If it makes you feel any better, I know a lot of people who put ranch basically on everything. I've never heard of that combination before. Maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I'll like the ranch better if it's on bread. Maybe I should try it. The next one says, my unpopular opinion is that the curly hate is forced. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't heard about the curlies in such a long time. They do have really adorable faces horses, but I just think that something about I think it's their gallop that I remember was just really off. I remember thinking that their knees tucked up underneath them really well when they jumped. I haven't ridden my curly horse in years. Oh my. Why did I put this mane style on this one? Look at this little face. They're honestly so cute. Aww. And the trot is really pretty. This is the gallop I'm talking about. I think it's something with the back legs. I knew I remembered something. They have such a pretty jump. This video has literally turned into a full curly horse review. I'm so sorry. The next one is from Selena Lightning Web, and it says, I have two what I feel is unpopular opinions. The first one would be SSO clubs shouldn't be so strict with rules and schedules and should be more laid back and focusing on having fun / creating genuine friendships. The second one is that as a veteran player, I actually do love new Star Stable and have gotten to the point that I can't tolerate the old horses after getting used to more detailed / realistic horses and animations. I definitely agree with the first one, and of course all clubs require different amounts of activity, but definitely I think there's a good balance. Secondly, with the not tolerating the older horses after being exposed to such nice and new animated ones, it takes me a little bit to get used to these old horses when I am riding them. It's hard for them to interact with different parts of the map now. For example, if you hit a rock, you are going flying into outer space. That's not because these horses are bad, it's just because Star Stable has just kind of developed without them. The old horses, I love them for completely different reasons. I think they will always hold a special place in a lot of our hearts for those who have been playing so long, but not in the same way that the new horses would. And that's not to say that one is better than the other, they're just so different. The next and final submission is going to be from Mackenzie Ironclaw, and it says, whenever SSO does big events as the Wednesday update, everything sorta crashes out. That is so true. It is so chaotic, especially on Nightstar. I pretty much cannot be on Nightstar the first week of any event, and the lag just gets so bad. I'm not sure if it's because of the amount of people, and hopefully maybe if I ever upgrade my computer at some point, it will get easier. That is going to be the end of this video. I hope that you all enjoyed, and as always, thank you guys so much for taking the time to send me a submission. If you didn't get a chance to submit anything, feel free to leave any of your unpopular opinions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!